Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an episode of Career Mode. I'm excited to finally bring this back to you. It's been a few days actually. There was one day where I didn't upload, YouTube was just completely ruined. And then I obviously had my Ultimate Team series going on. So we're back here with Career Mode because I know there's a lot of you fans hanging around here wanting that Career Mode. But of course, you know, I did mention in the last episode there would be quite a bit of simulating until we got to the end of the transfer window. Just because the transfer window, you just want to sign, you want to do your negotiations. You're just in business mode, you know, you got your playing mode, you got your business mode. You never want to mix the two, you know what I'm saying? So I was in a bit of a business mode at this moment in time, but I had Cardiff coming up, and Cardiff actually, you know, they served up a bit of the Willy sausage. There's no doubt about it. Whittingham there getting a goal in the 19th minute. And it just wasn't looking good for me. Ramirez actually came off with an injury. Fortunately, though, spoiler alert or whatever, it wasn't a big injury. He was only out for 9 days, which is completely cool with me. But this was against Cardiff, and we just didn't play that well. Obviously, you know, you don't lose 2-0 and play well to Cardiff. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it was a loss, and it was a loss that I had to kind of deal with. As you can see, here's the player injured. He's out for 9 days, and then we obviously have a press conference. I love the fact that the EA have decided to make it so that they send you an email so you can quickly go to the press conference that way. Because if anyone who's played Career Mode previously, just trying to hammer that X button to get into the press conference was an absolute nightmare. A horrible, buggy, glitchy sort of system, and I hated it. So I love the new way that they've done it. And as you can see, we're in a 4-1-2-1-2 formation because back in the day, some guy recommended that I run this particular formation, and I was completely on board with trying it out. I love it in Ultimate Team, so I thought, why not give that a go on Career Mode? So I had Everton coming up. We're not far away from the, we're not far away from the transfer window at all. If I can get a look at the date somewhere, I'm pretty sure we've only got a couple more games until we're actually in that transfer window, and I'm really excited for that. There's going to be a bunch of good shenanigans going on, and you know, I know because I've already been through the transfer window, I know who's coming, but I'm just really excited to see if you guys are, you know, because I know what's ahead, so you guys might be like, whoa, I can't believe you got this player or that player, or I can't believe you sold this player or that player. So it's certainly going to be interesting. But look at those injuries from Everton. Jagielka, there was just a bunch of injuries right there. So, you know, we were in with a pretty good shout, I thought, you know, considering that they were, you know, they had plenty of injuries. And we go 1-0 up, then we go 1-1. And Lovren, you absolute numpty, gets a red card. And I knew it would happen. It was a simulated game. It was a red card, and that was game, wasn't it? Nope, not at all. We end up getting a goal through Wanyama when we had 10 men on the pitch. That's what I like to call being beasts. And yeah, it's just so happy we could pick up a win out of that, especially considering the fact that we lost a man and we went down. So a little bit disappointed with that, but I believe Chelsea was the last team we had to play before the transfer window. And I know you guys are probably a little bit fed up with these simulated matches and stuff, but I said it before and I'll say it again. I don't give a fuck. You guys just have to deal with that because I am a transfer market whore. I love the transfer market, or the transfer window I should say. So, you know, just deal with that. And as you can see, Jack Cork, I'm making sure I know that he is not interested in staying at this club anymore. So I was like, alright Jack, if you want to be a dick like that, then we're just going to be, you know, trading you for other players left, right, and center. So I hope you feel like an abused whore in a brothel. So, next game, Chelsea. They have David Luiz and they have Mikel injured. We have a pretty good shot here. As you can see, I'm running Osvaldo and Lambert as strikers. Decided to have Mayuka the Bazooka on the bench for now, just to calm things down. It was all getting a little too heated. And as you can see, my man Lambert actually performs very well and picks himself up the opening goal, but unfortunately, that didn't last too long. We have De Bruyne, or however you'd like to pronounce that, who ends up getting a goal. But we take the lead once again through Wanyama. Wanyama is playing wonderfully right now. So, really happy with that. He's really taken over Ramirez's role as a center attacking mid, and he's been banging those goals in. But unfortunately, Ramirez, Chelsea's center defensive midfielder, actually ends up getting a goal. So, a little bit disappointed with that. But, well, actually, you know, I'm a little bit disappointed we threw the lead, but at the same time, I'm not disappointed that we got a 2-2 draw against Chelsea, because that is actually a pretty good result. But of course, the man that we've been talking about since the beginning of this Career Mode is Bakali. We want to pick this man up, so I decided, you know, I'll throw in a 2 million bid, and I thought I'd you know, chuck in our Southampton's favorite whore, which is Cork, and see what would happen. I mean, Cork is only worth around 2 million, I believe. So, you know, we're not gonna get a crap ton of money. You know, we're not gonna get a crap ton of money out of Cork. But I thought, why not try and be a bit cheeky? And that's kind kind of like a 4 million bid, and if I'm honest with you, that is actually pretty low, and if, you know, I just don't expect that sort of thing to go through. And we're coming up here, as you can see, we have the transfer window on Monday. Oh my god, I'm so excited. And Korea actually asked me, yo Cal, you want to be our manager? But I'm just not interested at international management offers right now. I do not want to be managing a side. I'm just purely focused on Southampton, and you know, when we're a mid-table side, I have to put that focus into the side if we want to become a top 6 team. CheapFUTCoins there, you know, he looks quality, but he looks expensive, and he could be worth quite a bit. Now, the thing that kind of deterred me a little bit from him was the fact that he was wanting 50k a week at least, and that was kind of just like, oh shit, like I don't know if I have that sort of money. But anyways, we decided to throw in Cork into the mixer again because, you know, he is a dirty little whore, and he's, you know, treat us like shit, so we're gonna treat you like shit and involve you in almost every single offer that we throw out. Now, what's a little bit disappointing, and what I hope EA will do in the future, is allow us to be able to send multiple players in one particular offer. Now, I understand, I'm not entirely sure if it happens that often in real life. If you guys would like to let me know in the comments, I'm more than happy to hear you guys out. But it'd be interesting to see, because, you know, I'd like to put Cork and maybe another couple of players in there to sweeten that deal a little bit more. But I do have a few comments. I'll quickly run through these just before the end of the video. But one of them is from this chap here called Amar Al-Shamari. He asks, hey Cal, why don't you ask for funds from the board to get a bigger budget like 10k? I'm assuming he's gonna mean million there. Now, I do actually go and ask the board, but the board are just such tight bastards. They don't give me anything unless I offer them something crazy, which is like to win the league. So, you know, unless your board is one like a Man City board or something like that, you aren't gonna be getting funds coming out your nose, which is a little disappointing. But hey, that's just the way it is. The next comment we have is from Rodaz. This isn't necessarily career mode related, but you know, I wanted to answer his question. I get asked this a lot. Hey Cal, what's the best capturing device you would recommend if I wanted to start recording? That would be the Elgato. I use the Elgato. A lot of other people use the Elgato. I enjoy using the Elgato, but I would also recommend possibly something like an Avermedia. That looks quite good as well. So those two are probably up there with the best. Then we have James Maloney saying you should look at Bruma from Galatasaray. I will be taking a look at him. But there, guys, we end up with that last offer there for Bakali, and it was 2 million plus Lallana. That is almost 10 million, and that was really me just being like, nah, fuck this. I'm gonna get this guy. I'm gonna pay big money for him, because we all know Lallana has been playing well. He's worth a lot of money, there's no doubt about it. But if you think about it, guys, you know, Bakali would simply be taking over Lallana's role. Lallana would be on the bench, and it just doesn't make sense to have someone so valuable, you know, worth so much money, just sitting on the bench like that. Might as well involve him in the deal, put an extra 2 million on top to make it look pretty, and send over that deal. So we'll have to see what happens. I know that will be a controversial thing in the comments. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Thank you very much for listening to this video, and of course, career mode, guys, show your support, like the video, all that good shenanigans. I would really appreciate that, because you know, there's not that many career mode guys around at the moment. So be sure to show your love, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye bye.